Dre is going for his 10th all-defensive team this season. What would you say is his case for the honor?
Man, he blows up everything defensively. He takes the best guy if that's what we need him to do, like last night with Kevin. If we need him to guard Şengün, we switch him over onto Şengün. Every night we're faced with these challenges, and Draymond is an answer, literally an answer to every challenge that we're faced with. And sometimes he's the one who figures out the solution to that challenge. So it's his versatility, it's his brain, it's his energy, it's his competitiveness. It's interesting. There's a lot of analytics, a lot of numbers. So rim protection is a number that people look at. One thing with Draymond is people don't even get to the rim. So sometimes because of his brain and his speed and athleticism, so he will blow up a play where a team doesn't get to the rim. That doesn't even factor in when you look at the analytics, because there is no shot at the rim. So it's more like rim deterrence. And there's probably a number out there for that too. But, I just think what Draymond does, my point is what Draymond does really transcends any modern advanced stats. He's the best defensive player I've ever seen.
YouTube, come chill me for a little bit. But you, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. It's Speed Banger, back with another banger. Now this one getting spicy. Steve Kerr giving Draymond Green his flowers, and rightfully so. Dude is one of the smartest defenders ever. He can switch, talk, quarterback the whole defense, and go out damn near everybody. That's elite. But hold on. Acting like Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman was just some regular dudes is nasty work. So let's see what Unc, Ocho, and ISO Joe got to say about this. Let's get it.
I don't know about that. I think Draymond is a hell of a defender, but considering the fact that Scottie Pippen 6'7", 6'8", Dennis Rodman 6'9", those guys were crazy athletic, and they were lengthy. Had long arms. And they could defend their ass off. Draymond can defend his ass off too, but to say that he's just head and shoulders better than them guys, I know Steve Kerr played with Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen, but that's hard for me to believe, bro. I done seen Pip sit in that chair, especially in what was that, 91 when they was playing against the Lakers. Yeah. And he guarded Magic full court. Like, I mean, bruh. Like, I know Steve Kerr played with those guys, so for him to say that
mean a lot.
Yeah, but I can't just say Draymond is just head and shoulders better than Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, Ocho. I can't go there.
I get what Steve Kerr's saying. Modern basketball got more spacing, more pick and roll, more shooters, more confusion. Defenders today, they got to think chess players. That helps Draymond case heavy. But let's not get too crazy. If Pippen played today, he'd be a terror. If Robin played today, he'd switch everything and crash the glass like Rent do. Some of y'all act like old players couldn't adapt. That's cap. Greatness transfers errors.
I can't go there.
Hey, listen, that's out of my pay grade to really have an opinion on something like that. I mean, you would know better than I do. But when you think of Pippen, you always think of him being, I don't want to say second fiddle, but that the crutch, the crutch to Jordan during that time, they was together. Obviously, you know what he's done defensively, but the game is so much different now, though.
It is. It's very different.
Would Pippen and Rodman still be able to hang with these much more athletic and much more elusive and elusive guys today in today's game?
Yeah, I think so. Man, they were. If you go look at them Bulls team, especially in the 90s, Ocho, look how ripped and cut up them dudes was, bro. Like, them dudes they lived in the weight room. Like, I'm talking about from Jordan having the breakfast club to where guys worked out before practice, like, everybody was cut up.
Yeah.
You don't really see that nowadays, bro. You see guys playing, but they don't really have that muscle mass, them cuts, like them dudes had in the 90s.
Yeah.
Them dudes was they were in thoroughbred shape. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm talking about Scottie Pippen can guard he could guard the point guard, the twos, the threes, the fours. It's just back then, guys, smaller guys really wasn't guarding fives because the fives back then were really fives. From the David Robinsons to Patrick Ewings to the Rick Smiths. Like, you had real bigs back then. We really got like 2, maybe 3 bigs in this era.
They also cook when they said there's just more skilled players now. Facts. More shooters, more ball handlers, more bigs with jumpers. Today, floor spacing is wild. Defending now is a headache. But negative side too, with all that spacing, defenders get more protection from rules. In the 90s, some nights it felt like survival mode. But the thing is, you can't compare eras because the rules change the whole vibe. Different smoke, same fire.
There ain't really no bigs.
So why is it when Steve Kerr says that, but if a modern player was to say that it's tougher now than it was back then, everybody talk about they're crazy? How many times the guys have said now it's so hard, the pace of the game, to play 82 games like those guys did back then? Ain't nobody walking the ball up. Ain't no 73, 75 ball games.
No. And it's just too many weapons on the floor nowadays. Your 4s and 5s can shoot the shit out the ball now. They can shoot the 3. You know, the floor is a lot of space, which is why it's so hard to really guard a lot of these perimeter guys, because your help is primarily not in the paint anymore. They're all spaced out. You know, the game is a lot more wide open, you know, than it's ever been.
It's just, I don't know why, but every era holds their era so close.
Yeah.
We don't want to give it up, Ocho. We don't want to give it up, Joe.
Right.
They're great guys, but there are more of these guys that can shoot the ball. There were guys that can shoot. There's just more of them now. There are guys that could handle the ball back then. There's just more of them now.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And when people ask me, say, Shannon, what's the biggest difference between when you play tight end now and when the guys playing tight end today? I said, there's just more of them. There are really only a handful of guys that could do what I do back then. Now you got Kelsey, and you had Gronk, and you had McBride, and you got Laporta, and you got Hawkinson, and you got, where there was 2 or 3, you got 10.
Yeah.
You got 10. Where you had maybe 1 or 2 guards that can shoot the ball like Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
How many guys can let it fly now?
A plethora.
How many? There wasn't no 4s that can shoot the ball like Kevin Durant.
No, sir.
What we doing? What we talking? Come on now. It wasn't no 5 that can shoot the ball like Chet Holmgren, that can shoot the ball like Jokic. What are we doing? Come on. That's not to take anything away from those guys. David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Rick Smith. Those guys were great.
Yeah.
That's not to diminish them. They're not shooting the ball like Jokic.
No.
They're not shooting the ball like Chet. They're not. They're not shooting the ball like Joel Embiid. It's okay to say it. That doesn't diminish them. It's called evolution.
Yep. It's evolved.
Yes. Why you think the guys, look at the guys' shooting percentage. Go back and look at the guys in the 40s. Look at their percentages in the 50s. Look at them in the 60s. Look at them in the 70s. And look at it get better and better and better and better.
You're right.
The guys got better. It's okay. It used to be an anomaly. Somebody threw 100 miles an hour in baseball, you're like, oh my God. They got 25 guys throw 100.
Yeah.
Now they ain't even looking at you. You don't throw a damn 100.
Mm-hmm.
You had maybe two guys. Not everybody throwing gas. Everybody throwing 100, 103. Cut fastball, 2-seam, slider, split.
Draymond Green deserves big respect because defense ain't just blocks and steals. It's communications, rotations, timing, IQ, baiting people into dumb shots. He's a mastermind on that end. Salute. But here's the ugly truth. Sometimes folks overrate loud defenders. Draymond talks so much, people think every possession was clamps. Meanwhile, Scottie Pippen was silently ruining entire game plans with no podcast needed. That's the difference.
I think the training is a lot different nowadays too.
For sure.
You know, when you think about it, even when I came into the NBA, you didn't have a trainer. We just hooped. That's it. We meet up. Okay, we hooping at 2:00. That was it. That's how you got better. Yeah, you may have got some spot shooting up afterwards, But we wasn't doing no cone drills. We wasn't doing none of that. Nowadays, see, they get these guys when they're younger, and you may be 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" in high school, but we doing guard work. You working on your jump shot. So that's how the game is able to evolve. And then by the time you get to college, you're a totally different player. Guys don't play to they back to the basket no more.
Yeah.
No. You know what I mean? It's only a couple dudes who have it in their repertoire. You know what I mean? But a lot of these bigs they can't play like that. I mean, hell, you look at Aiden, Uncle Ocho, he ain't really got no back to the basket moves. He'll face up big.
He'll face up big, yes.
Yeah, he'll face up big.
He ain't got no, he ain't drop stepping. He ain't got no, them guys used to turn their face.
Yeah.
He ain't got none of that.
Nah.
But you look at Jokic, ain't no big passer like Jokic out of the double team.
No, sir.
Nah.
Ain't nobody passing like Joel Embiid can pass the ball.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got the range. And no big had the range of Joel Embiid. What guy was 7 foot can handle the ball like Kevin Durant? What guy was that tall can handle the ball like Wemby?
It ain't one.
The only guy there were only like a handful of guys that was 6'9", like Penny Hardaway and Magic. They're a bunch of guys now.